EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Let's go. Gotta be lying.
Here's Walker to start the drive, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Seahawks had 5 and 6 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left is Watkins.
73.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
63.
Hurts. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Ready.
On second down, it's Walker. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Bronco 80. Street. Ready, right?
Looking to throw. Robertson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. And that flag accepted. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Panther Street! Panther Street!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it in the deep.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Robertson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
63.
On 1st down, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well, different result. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Robertson. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game. Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 3rd and 2, Robertson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Okay,
the offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hurry.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Seahawks, nothing.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Now that's the kind of big...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Come on. Set.
They go play action here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Hey, Silver. Hey, easy, 63, man.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 73.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
63.
He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Seahawks 3.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
Throwing to start the drive. Robertson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Operating from the gun. Robertson. He completes this to Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, Silver. Hey, easy, 63, back. Hey, 73. Hey, let's go.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 74 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Big Lion. Ready.
Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Sticking with Walker on second down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Unlock line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And bulldozing his way through. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
63.
They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, Throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, Robertson. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So a fourth quarter pick-six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six, and now the kick is away. The kickoff back 85 yards. And the Seahawks take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run.
There he goes, left side. Devontae Smith. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Trucks up. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 32 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Eagles 45, Seahawks 27.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here's another interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Shields. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run this one in. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading